Welcome back, everybody. This is Grace, and today we're going to be doing some gold farming. So recently, and this is something that not many people have talked about, or at least with the context of gold farming, recently they changed the minimum kill timer down from, I believe, 15 seconds to somewhere between 10 and 8. And you know nobody's talked about it because we haven't even figured out exactly how long it is. Maybe you'll be able to figure out from this video with the timer going. I figured out how to add the timer, by the way, professional content creator. But what I'm going to be doing is, I believe that the gold farming meta has changed now because in theory you'll want to be getting your kills in that 8-second roughly time frame as quickly as possible, and I don't know if Backlash can accomplish that. And when I say I don't know, I mean I really don't know. I haven't tested it. And I'm specifically going to be testing no pay-to-win setups, so this is using Wizard Robes, Mana Explosion Max as a harm source of damage against 2D Fruitcake Zard, and then we're going to be testing out a Backlash setup, which I'm pretty sure is optimal against 2D Fruitcake Zard, making sure we win the minor roll as much as possible to inflict our Backlash as reliably as possible. But anyways, with all that being said, I am going to get started here. And I'm just going to mute the audio, focus up, try and be accurate with my clicks while I watch a pretty boring YouTube video on the side, and at the end we'll check the timer, and then I'll do the same thing on a Backlash setup, and see how far I can get. Alright, so with that being said, I'm going to mute the audio, click the timer, and then go. Okay, so I don't know when we finished. I think it was just that last kill that finished up the gold cap for the day, but that was about 15 minutes, 30 seconds, sometime around there. And I got a little into it. I have a lineup now, I'll show you. So if I put my mouse here next to the monster button, it should line up right on the spellcast wall, a little bit above the monster button. But the real lineup here is this little star down here that you can see. Put your mouse right here, you'll be in the center of the done button. And then of course sometimes the click doesn't register on the X, so you have to do it again. But what I'm actually going to do now is use the old victory scroll for my other account. So I'll show you what it looks like here. I'll use the old victory scroll and see if that actually changes the kill times for my other account, because when I go in editing, I should be able to like eyeball it about how long a perfect like instantaneous kill takes. And then I'll be able to see if using the old scroll or the new scroll is more efficient. But with all that being said, that was the kills with the mage method. Now I'm going to do the kills with the backlash method and see how it goes. Okay, so we're back. I had to quest for an item. I had to get the Titan's Fall Shield level 5 version, because that increases your incoming damage by like 10%, 15%, or like 11 actually. Then Uragiri increases it by 7%, so we're wielding that. Personally, when I'm gold farming myself, I'm a fan of using tomes to just instantly skip your turn with 0 intellect. Not all of them do it, but the Thunder tome and the Winds of Change tome do. Anyways, that being said, I'm going to reset the timer, and I should be on the normal scroll. Let me check. Nostalgia, old scroll, yep, so we're good to go. And I'm just gonna start the timer and then click Rybarg and then focus up for about 50-60 kills. So I'll see you guys at the end. Okay, we're back. I don't know when I gold capped. I'm gonna have to edit the clip. But about the same time, so about a minute after, I think, if I remember correctly. And one important thing to note is that for the first gold farming, I was watching a pretty boring YouTube video. For the second gold farming, I was watching a very entertaining video, so I missed a lot of time there with those clicks. But the reason I think that this might not be better is because unless you have Doomlight, your backlash infliction isn't guaranteed. So on the breath attack, it pretty much always kills, but on the bite attack, a lot of the time it doesn't. So I was using Ray of Light to do a fast animation to skip my turn and go back to the backlash. I'm sure there's another way to do it, but that was what I came up with on short notice. And so, like, I think they're pretty comparable, but I think the wizard version might be better. And honestly, I feel like there has to be a faster way, because this is only like 5 minutes faster than how I remember it being before the change to the faster kill times. So I'm not sure. As for if the old screen or the new screen is better, I will leave a comment about that just like right up here. It'll pop up on the screen now during editing, but obviously I haven't looked back at the clips, so I can't know for sure old screen or new screen, which is better. But all in all, I'm a big fan of both of these farming methods. I think the wizard mode is pretty good. If you're worried about getting changed, you can use Necromancer, and it works, I think, 99% as well. You still get the kill pretty much every time with the toggles active. And the only thing is you do a little bit less backlash damage on the rare chances that you do go second, because of course you have that barrier from Necromancer, so you're taking less damage. But you know, and of course you're not a wizard, so you're not have that crazy high resistances. Although the Necro Water Res is pretty high. But anyways, these are the two gold farming methods I'm playing around with. I should have stopped this timer, but 16 minutes and 15 minutes roughly. So I don't know. I think the backlash is definitely easier to do on multiple accounts. Definitely works really well, better than I thought. And so I like the mage method as well, though, so I'm not sure. But I'll have left comments saying like which was better, which worked more reliably. But I think it is a bummer that for my testing I got a little distracted during the backlashing one. But then again, like, realistically you're going to be a little distracted anyway, so. But I think realistically they're very close, and whichever method is more convenient for you to set up every day that you want to farm is probably the one you should pick. I think the backlash with a tome instead of Urigiri to skip your turn with is probably going to be the easiest if you're farming on multiple accounts. And then if you have Doomlight, you just need to lower your defense as much as possible, because the Doomlight shield will make you dodge pretty often. So you need a weapon that lowers your MRM. This one does, but I think there's one that does it better. I don't know, I can't remember. But that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.